Hi there. Welcome to the Proverbs series. We've been reading the book of Proverbs, 2 or 3 chapters per episode. Today, we continue with Proverbs chapters 14 and 15. Check out the previous episodes. I will be reading from the World English Bible, but feel free to follow along in whatever Bible version you prefer. The World English Bible sometimes refers to God as Yahweh. Proverbs chapter 14. Every wise woman builds her house, but the foolish one tears it down with her own hands. He who walks in his uprightness fears Yahweh, but he who is perverse in his ways despises him. The fool's talk brings a rod to his back, but the lips of the wise protect them. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of the ox. A truthful witness will not lie, but a false witness pours out lies. A scoffer seeks wisdom and doesn't find it, but knowledge comes easily to a discerning person. Stay away from a foolish man, for you won't find knowledge on his lips. The wisdom of the prudent is to think about his way, but the folly of the fools is deceit. Fools mock at making atonement for sins, but among the upright there is goodwill. The heart knows its own bitterness and joy. He will not share these with a stranger. The house of the wicked will be overthrown, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way which seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. Even in laughter the heart may be sorrowful, and mirth may end in heaviness. The unfaithful will be repaid for his own ways. Likewise, a good man will be rewarded for his ways. A simple man believes everything, but the prudent man carefully considers his ways. A wise man fears and shuns evil, but the fool is hot-headed and reckless. He who is quick to become angry will commit folly, and a crafty man is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The evil bow down before the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor person is shunned, even by his own neighbor, but the rich person has many friends. He who despises his neighbor sins, but he who has pity on the poor is blessed. Don't they go astray who plot evil? But love and faithfulness belong to those who plan good. In all hard work there is profit, but the talk of the lips leads only to poverty. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the folly of fools crowns them with folly. A truthful witness saves souls, but a false witness is deceitful. In the fear of Yahweh is a secure fortress, and he will be a refuge for his children. The fear of Yahweh is a fountain of life, turning people from the snares of death. In the multitude of people is the king's glory, but in the lack of people is the destruction of the prince. He who is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who has quick temper displays folly. The life of the body is a heart at peace, but envy rots the bones. He who oppresses the poor shows contempt for his maker, but he who is kind to the needy honors him. The wicked is brought down in his calamity, but in death the righteous has a refuge. Wisdom rests in the heart of one who has understanding, and is even made known in the inward part of fools. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a disgrace to any people. The king's favor is towards a servant who deals wisely, but his wrath is towards one who causes shame. Proverbs chapter 15. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise commends knowledge, but the mouth of fools gush out folly. Yahweh's eyes are everywhere, keeping watch on the evil and the good. A gentle tongue is a tree of life, but deceit in it crushes the spirit. A fool despises his father's correction, but he who heeds reproof shows prudence. In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but the income of the wicked brings trouble. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, not so with the heart of fools. The sacrifice made by the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh, but he loves him who follows after righteousness. There is stern discipline for one who forsakes the way. Whoever hates reproof shall die. Sheol and Abaddon are before Yahweh. How much more then the hearts of the children of men? A scoffer doesn't love to be reproved. He will not go to the wise. A glad heart makes a cheerful face, but an aching heart breaks the spirit. The heart of one who has understanding seeks knowledge, but the mouths of fools feed on folly. All the days of the afflicted are wretched, but one who has a cheerful heart enjoys a continual feast. Better is little with the fear of Yahweh than great treasure with trouble. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a fattened calf with hatred. A wrathful man stirs up contention, but one who is slow to anger appeases strife. The way of the sluggard is like a thorn patch, but the path of the upright is a highway. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish man despises his mother. Folly is joy to one who is void of wisdom, but a man of understanding keeps his way straight. Where there is no counsel, plans fail, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. Joy comes to a man with the reply of his mouth. How good is a word at the right time? The path of life leads upward for the wise, to keep him from going downward to Sheol. Yahweh will uproot the house of the proud, but he will keep the widow's borders intact. Yahweh detests the thoughts of the wicked, but the thoughts of the pure are pleasing. He who is greedy for gain troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. The heart of the righteous weighs answers, but the mouth of the wicked gushes out evil. Yahweh is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. The light of the eyes rejoices the heart. Good news gives health to the bones. The ear that listens to reproof lives, and will be at home among the wise. He who refuses correction despises his own soul, but he who listens to reproof gets understanding. The fear of Yahweh teaches wisdom. Before honor is humility. There are 5 lessons that I have picked from Proverbs chapters 14 and 15. This by no means is an exhaustive list, but I would like to share them with you. 1. The power of wise words. The teachings and advice about the influence of words can be found in Proverbs chapters 14 and 15. The authors stress the importance of insightful words to offer comfort, inspiration, and direction to those who hear them. They serve as a reminder that our words have great power and have the ability to either uplift or tear down those around us. In these chapters, we are encouraged to choose our words carefully and to use them wisely. We learn, among other things, that wise words can bring healing. Proverbs 14:30 states that the life of the body is a heart at peace, but envy rots the bones. This verse serves as a reminder that when we talk with love and understanding, we not only help ourselves, but we also help those around us find peace and healing. Our words have the potential to resolve disputes, restore strained relationships, and provide solace in trying circumstances. Proverbs also reminds us that using wise words as counsel can help us make the proper choices. Proverbs 15:22 states that Where there is no counsel, plans fail, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. In order to make wise decisions, this verse emphasizes the value of consulting individuals who are learned and experienced. Wise advice can be obtained in a variety of ways, including through discussions with dependable mentors or by reading books published by professionals in a certain subject. We are able to make wise decisions based on knowledge rather than impulsivity. Proverbs chapters 14 and 15 provide us with important insights into the significance of wise speech. 2. The danger of a hot temper. In Proverbs chapters 14 and 15, the danger of a hot temper is underlined as an ongoing problem. An angry person can have negative effects on themselves as well as people around them. It is compared to a raging fire that destroys everything in its path, leaving destruction and regret in its wake. A person with a hot temper lacks self-control, is prone to anger, and frequently overreacts to situations. This impulsive tendency results in rash judgments and irrevocable harmful comments. Such behavior can strain relationships, undermine trust, and leave long-lasting wounds. Additionally, a quick temper makes it difficult to communicate and solve problems. When one is emotionally charged, logic gets thrown out of the window. People with hot tempers react to disagreements or issues with violence or animosity rather than calmly addressing them. This approach just serves to increase tensions and prevents any chance of peaceful resolutions. Proverbs cautions against the risk of retaining an angry temper. It encourages individuals to practice self-control and patience in order to avoid unwarranted harm to themselves as well as to others. 3. The value of seeking knowledge. The importance of gaining knowledge is a recurring theme in Proverbs chapters 14 and 15. The message is clear. Those who actively seek insight and wisdom are wise, and their efforts will be rewarded with success. This highlights the importance of constantly learning and growing in order to make informed decisions and navigate through life's challenges. Proverbs chapters 14 and 15 teach us that humility is a necessary component of knowledge pursuit. The words encourage readers to pay attention to counsel, accept criticism, and pick up knowledge from those who are wiser than they are. This shows that true wisdom comes from acknowledging our own limits and being open to soaking up knowledge from others. Furthermore, acquiring knowledge requires a persistent effort. Proverbs chapters 14 and 15 emphasize the importance of hard work and perseverance in acquiring wisdom. It is not enough to simply desire knowledge. One must actively pursue it through study, observation, and reflection. These lessons serve as a reminder that learning is an active process that calls for humility, perseverance, and a desire for improvement. By doing this, we build a solid basis for success in a variety of spheres of life while advancing personally. 4. The importance of humility. Proverbs chapters 14 and 15 emphasize the importance of striving for humility. The value of humility is found in its capacity to establish positive interactions, encourage personal development, and bring about wisdom. People who are humble are able to see their own shortcomings and limits, which empowers them to approach situations with an open mind and a readiness to learn from others. Humility creates and maintains healthy relationships. A humble person is more inclined to actively listen, respect other people's viewpoints, and put other people's needs ahead of their own. This mentality fosters an environment of trust and understanding that strengthens social connections. We show respect for others' worth and lay the groundwork for productive interactions, by humbling ourselves in front of them. Furthermore, humility is essential for personal development. When we accept our flaws, rather than aiming for self-promotion or external approval, we open ourselves up to constructive criticism and feedback. Being humble enables us to see our errors as teachable moments rather than causes for regret or humiliation. It provides opportunities for introspection, guiding us towards personal growth. When we approach life with humility, we are receptive to learning from numerous resources, including books, experiences, and mentors. 5. The blessings of integrity. Proverbs chapters 14 and 15 place a strong emphasis on the value of integrity and the benefits that result from leading a life of moral uprightness and honesty. In these chapters, King Solomon draws attention to the difference between people who choose to walk in integrity and those who don't. Favor with God and people is one of the primary benefits of integrity. According to Proverbs 14:9, fools mock at atonement for sins, but among the upright there is goodwill. According to this scripture, those who live honorably will have favor from both God and men. People are more likely to trust, respect, and open doors for us when we choose to do the right thing, even when no one is looking. Furthermore, God takes great pleasure in people who walk in integrity because it reflects His character. Peace and security are additional benefits of leading an honest life. Proverbs 15:16 states that better is little with the fear of Yahweh than great treasure with trouble. This verse serves as a reminder that having a pure conscience in front of God is more valuable than possessing material possessions. When we place a high priority on leading honest and morally upright lives, we can have inner peace, knowing that our actions reflect our values. Furthermore, leading a life rooted in integrity shields us from unwanted conflict or trouble brought on by dishonest behavior. We will continue from Proverbs chapter 16 in the next episode. God bless you. Bye.